Yes.
So when you left, how much did you win?
I won total about $4,000 because I started putting some of it back in.
But you were ahead by how much? 5?
At one time, over
6,000?
5.
All right, so you put a bunch back in, but when you left,
I had
you had
four
4,000.
extra $1,000 in my pocket.
Now that's something. That is really something.
Yeah, but I went to the West Palm Beach Boat Show, and I may have stopped at the Hollywood Casino. That was not a good trip.
Where is the
West Palm Beach Boat Show? So I didn't get to go to the Fort Lauderdale Boat Show. I didn't get to go to the Miami Boat Show.
You went to Florida.
I went to Florida, and I went to the West Palm Beach Boat Show. It was good. I go there for the ancillary products they have. So they got special cleaning stuff and different kinds of lines and fenders. I mean, it's all in one place.
And did you buy some stuff?
Oh yeah, I bought some cleaning product. I bought some fender covers. I bought some lines. It's all getting shipped to me.
Is that where you FaceTime me? It looked nice.
Yeah.
All right. So you were and then you went to
They had that
down there.
I sent you that projector.
Mm-hmm.
They had it at that boat show for $2,500. It normally runs $9,000, but I didn't want to buy it without your guys okay. But that thing can run anywhere in light, dark, automatic focus.
That's cool.
I sent you the website.
That's awesome.
It can run right off trial pad.
Wow.
You put in it, and it's Bluetooth, so you don't have to
All right,
worry
so no
about
cords.
plugging stuff in.
You were at the boat show, and then you went to the casino after the boat show in Florida.
I went to the boat show.
Yeah.
No, I got there Thursday night.
Mhm.
I got there about 8:00. I was with my mechanic.
How was it going through TSA?
In Cleveland, it was 5 minutes, not even.
Oh, that's great.
When I was coming back, I have clear. I wasn't in line a minute.
Would you fly
Oh,
Palm
okay.
Beach?
Yeah, West
Now,
Palm
Clear
Beach.
is that private one that they do.
Yeah,
gotta
they
pay
take a picture
big
of your
bucks for
face.
that.
Clear is the best thing going.
Yeah,
I don't care what anybody says.
it's worth the money.
It's worth every cent.
Because you even cut in front of TSA.
Yeah. You go in front of everybody.
Yeah,
And you get it free with your credit card, by the way.
right.
How much did you lose in the Florida?
We don't want to talk about that.
Let's take some calls, Ron.
Let's take some calls.
Let's take some legal calls to answer legal questions.
All right, I'm going to take some calls. I swear. But I want to play a little high and low with you, Jim, before I take the call.
Okay.
How much do you think he lost? Give me a number.
Like what the number starts with?
No, just give me what you say, an estimate.
62.50.
Okay, let's take some calls,
6,250.
Ron.
Tally, how much do you think? he
Oh, I'm
lost?
low. I must be low. I'm low.
Oh shoot. 11.
Yeah, let's take
11,000?
some calls.
11,000.
Let's take some calls.
All right, we'll find out how much he lost before the end of the show. All right,
You're not
Deal
going to
date?
find out how much I lost before the end of the show.
Because
Well,
probably
okay,
Pam doesn't know.
okay. Who is? You will at least let us know which one of the two is closer, right? High or low?
It's me.
Well, if we net out the numbers,
No.
No.
I won 4,000. at the
No,
casino.
don't do girl math right now.
What do you mean don't do girl math?
Do
I
you know
can
what girl math is?
I took my winnings with me, and I have a credit line there.
Yep, that's girl math. Okay.
All right. Well, did you lose your winnings?
Yes.
All right. Did you lose more than your winnings?
Yes.
Would Tally be closer to the total amount lost than Jim?
Accounting for my winnings, yeah, she's
Yeah.
almost on target.
There you go. That didn't say.
What do I
Tally.
win, Ron?
Hey, Tally, that cross-examination didn't take long to get it.
Do we have any calls, Ron?
Yo, listen to how bitter he is. You're on the air.
How can we help you?
Caller, hello. Wait a minute. You're on the air. Caller, hello.
Well, I was going to guess 14,500, but now you guys ruined the fun.
Right. It's around 11,000 he lost.
No, he's probably closer.
Well, I'd have been over.
Oh my god.
But if you net out
You mean
the
the
four,
call-
My question would be,
caller
are
up
you,
here.
who there is familiar with the tax reassessments in Mercer County?
no one.
Yeah,
no.
no, sorry.
Even though I'm
I
licensed
thought
in
one of y'all was
Pennsylvania,
Same.
that you would know.
every county is like a country in and of itself. I swear to God, every court system over there operates differently. It's so weird.
No uniform rules.
Mhm.
There are no uniform rules. No.
No, it's miserable.
Right,
is
you got to
miserable.
Well,
dispute it.
they haven't done reassessments in forever over there, but what I just got on my properties was absolutely ridiculous.
Well, you can
Well,
appeal
There's
that. You
some-
know, there's an
there's
appeal.
some sort of appeals process, and I was wondering how to do it.
Yeah, it should be on the form you got
There should be a
On
simple
how-
process
on
of.
on how to appeal the assessment.
Mhm.
Well, how difficult or how involved, or is it going to take a lawyer? I mean,
Might take an appraiser. You might have to get your
Yeah.
property appraised by an independent
I've had
appraiser.
I've had people call me who've done it in Mahoning County, and they get appraisals done or comparable properties, and they take it down and show the difference. Okay.
okay. All right, that's good. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
You can't just go down, Dave, and say, "Well, I don't agree with this," unless you have something to back. it
Yeah,
up.
you got to have
It's
something,
Mhm.
something. But even the auditor's appraisal of your home is always underneath what it actually is worth.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let's go here. You're on the air. Hello.
I'm on the Artemis airliner playing legal through roulette.
Okay.
It's a new game we play.
All right.
Well, we couldn't be happier for you, sir.
Welcome.
Next caller.
Thank you. You're
All
on
right,
the
well,
air.
Good luck to you. It's late, I know. Get home.
Hello. You're on the air.
Hi, Ron.
Hi.
Hey, I got a question. If a husband and wife have a will set up, if he passes first, she gets everything. He passes first, or she passes first, so on and so forth. But he's on a joint account with his brother that is a TOD. Which one rules?
Payable on death.
Yeah, the TOD
Yeah.
transfers outside of probate.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But a wife can elect against the will, so
Yeah,
she
taking her
might be able to
elective share.
claw some of that back. It just depends on how big the estate is.
Depends how big the estate is as compared to how big the account is.
Yeah.
Mhm. Did that make
So
sense?
technically, the brother would have legal rights to the money, correct? Is what you're saying?
Potentially, yes.
Potentially.
Or would
yeah.
the will supersede the TOD?
She can elect against the will. So in Ohio, you have to leave so much to your spouse.
They have reciprocal wills.
Yeah. And they have to leave so much to the wife. If leaving that account to the brother dips below what Ohio says he has to leave her, then she can elect to probate the will.
And try to call
against the
some of
will.
that back. Yeah.
So
Oh,
it
get
just
some of it,
depends.
but not all of it.
I-
It depends
don't
on the
know
amounts.
numbers.
We don't know numbers, so it's hard for us to give accurate
Oh.
information, but that's the outline.
That's the process.
yeah.
All right. Very good. Thank you very much.
All
Good
right,
luck.
you're
Thank
welcome.
you. All right. News Radio 570 WKBN. You're on the air with a legal question. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, I have a question. I have a son, a child that's moved out of the house in his mid-20s, moved out of the state, and was working, etc. And then finally he lost a job and having problems. And many years going by, but we're paying his rent, paying his utilities, so on and so forth. Now, 10 years later, 11 years later, I'm having trouble making my house payments. I'm actually going to put my house up for sale here. I don't have much choice. I have no savings.
I'm sorry to hear
And,
that.
Paying all his bills. Can he do something legally against me? If I send him the letter, I'm going to send him a letter and explain I'm going to be putting the house on the market, having no choice. Can he legally do something to me as far as me paying all his bills all this time? And
Whose
and then,
house is
you
the
know,
name? Who's
take me to
the
court?
home? Whose name is it in?
Well, everything's in my name. He
Well, then he has no.
Yeah, he has no
stakes
rights.
to it.
You're good.
You were giving him gifts.
Yeah, it was nice of you to give him gifts, but he has no claim, against you
Yeah,
whatsoever.
but can he? I'm sorry. Can he file a lawsuit against me for paying all his bills and not, letting him do what he had to do? And I think
No.
No, the answer is
The answer
no.
is no.
Not big.
No.
No.
No,
You're
you-
good. You're
you were
legally
a-
protected.
A nice father, and he has no basis.
And
to
I'm
bring a
sorry
lawsuit.
that you're going through trouble.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right.
Good luck.
Thank you. 330-729-9977. I have 3 lines in Youngstown open. If you have a legal question for our attorneys tonight, 330-729-9977. 330-729-9977. We'll get you through to us. 330-729-9977. 3 lines are open. If you got a legal question, pick up the phone and give us a call. So did you hear what I heard, James? It sounded like the caller was closer to actually how much Dave lost at the 14,000 level. Did you detect that?
Yeah,
caller?
I did.
You did?
See, I got to blame the guy I went with.
And that is
Well,
because
somebody
did he
else's
force
fault.
your hand? Like,
No,
in the
what he
slot
did is I
machines?
said, I'm going to go to the casino.
mm-hmm,
And he wanted to go somewhere I just had no business or desire to go.
mm-hmm,
So he went to the other place and he dropped me off at the casino.
mm.
Both of them vices. And then at about 2:00 in the morning, he said, "Are you ready to go?" And I says, "Yeah, come pick me up." And then at 5:30, I'm texting him and texting him.
5:30 in the morning.
Yeah, and that's the problem. He never came and picked me up. He said his phone died,
I'm such.
He
not-
drove
I'm
back to the
not
hotel.
A partier. What a stinker!
and then I had to get an Uber at the hotel.
Oh my gosh.
The Uber ran me $200.
I was gonna say, yeah, that Uber
yeah,
ride
that
was
Uber
not
is
cheap.
expensive. I'm in a rental right now, and it's expensive.
So had he came and picked me up when he said he was going to come pick me up, I'd have been fine.
Well, then maybe you shouldn't argue
But
that
you
he owes
couldn't
you
walk
the money.
away. You just
Yeah.
couldn't walk away.
Well, because I thought he was coming in any moment.
3 hours
you could
later,
have been standing by the door with your purse, being ready to get picked up, but
you
you
do
didn't
not.
get
Do
up.
you have a Merce? Does he have a Merce?
No, I just said that.
Oh, okay. I was
A
all
what?
You have a Merce?
a man purse.
No, I don't have a Merce.
My husband picked one up at Target. He's like, "These are so cool," and I was like, "Put it down, put it down."
Oh
Turn
my
down.
God.
I could use a bag.
Yeah,
All
it
right.
was
Do not get
so
a
I've
Merce.
made some bad choices in my life, Ron. What do you want me to tell you? Okay.
Well, these were just recent choices that you made. I mean, you went down to spend money at this boat show. And what area of Florida was this in?
West Palm Beach.
Oh, that must
And
have
then
been
you're
really
saying
difficult.
somebody intimidated you into going into this casino. Is that accurate?
No, I went in there voluntarily. And at 2:30, 3:00 in the morning, I was actually up. So I started
Right.
when
Which would be
Brian
the-
taught me, when you're hot, press your bet.
Yeah.
That's what I did. I pressed it too hard.
And then you were no longer hot. and then you were chasing.
Then I
and
was
then he went
chasing.
into the cold plunge.
Were you playing cards?
Blackjack's all I play.
Mhm.
But you couldn't get up and leave when you were ahead. How far ahead were you?
Nice figure.
A nice figure.
Yeah. When I go to the casino with Brian's like a math genius. Okay. So Brian will
it's
go
his
like
fault.
this to me. He'll go, press your bet to $700. I go, $700? He goes, yeah. I go, my God, Brian. So I press it to 700. He goes, now bet 1,000. I go, Brian, $1,000. I put 1,000 up there and I get an 11 against the 10. And I look at him and he goes, don't look at me. You know what to do. Double it.
We'll be right back after this. Stay tuned.
It's literally like.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
My neck hurts.
Brian goes, push it.
a notice of violation from Youngstown Police Department for let me get my glasses on here real quick, for a school zone infraction, which I agree with. Driving in a school zone over posted is a problem. But the school was not in session that day. And I know for a fact they weren't, because I have children who go there.
Was it a camera ticket?
And I don't even think, to be honest with you, I don't even think the flashers were on that morning. It was early in the morning. It was 7 o'clock in the morning. So my question is, should I question this and go to court, or should I just let it go?
First of all, was it a traffic cam ticket?
Yes.
Mm.
And like I said, school was not in session that day. And I know I've talked to a few people that said it doesn't matter. It does matter. But to be honest with you, I drive for 25 years. I've been driving that area, and I've never had a ticket. I mean, I haven't.
So if you're not in an active school zone, no flashing lights, and the school wasn't in session.
To be honest with you, and like I said, I drive that area. I've driven that area for 25 years, and I've never had an issue there. So, the question is, do you think it'd be wise to question this, to go to court? And if I do go to court and I lose, would they assess court costs to me?
So are they citing you into the municipal court, or was this one of those administrative tickets?
It's an administrative ticket. It says it won't go on the Bureau of Motor Vehicles or be reported to.
I would fight it then.
Okay. Yeah, I have to go online and I'll fill out the paperwork and everything. Yeah, I mean, like I said, the school was closed that day, and like I said, they could check my record, and I haven't had a ticket for my goodness.
Well, that doesn't matter. Who cares? I mean, really, what does that got to do with you getting this one? Go down and make your case at the school. How fast were you going?
Well, what matters is if you have a habitual speeder.
No, I'm asking you a question. How fast did they say you were going?
I was 31, and what they said was opposed to 20, which I understand that. School zone is school zone. I have children to go there.
All right.
So I get that. But if school was not in session, and I couldn't say for sure if the flashers are on or not, I mean, that's where my question is.
And plus, the officer has to be present when that camera's going off.
No, they don't.
Yes,
I've never seen it.
I'm just telling you what the law is.
Well, Ron knows all the laws.
Well, no, you're talking
Right,
Youngstown.
Ron.
You're talking in Youngstown. There's never a cop sitting there with those speed cameras onto school zones in Youngstown.
Then what's your argument, Ron? Why don't you listen to the attorney? Where did you get your law degree from?
I drive through there all the time. There's
Officers
never a cop
present
there.
required. A law enforcement officer must be present at the location when the camera is operating.
That sounds very good. And Ron,
Okay, I tell you what. You go down and make your case. See ya.
I will.
I mean, there
It's
is
a
no
civil
officer
infraction.
at any of those.
There's no points, but technically, an officer's supposed to be there when the speeding camera is taking pictures. So you could challenge it on that ground. You could challenge it that the lights weren't flashing.
Mhm.
There was no signage. There's a lot of things you could challenge it on.
Yeah, I'd probably challenge it.
So I would challenge
Well,
it.
you should. Don't you think his biggest challenge is to say school wasn't in session that day?
Yeah.
Mhm.
He can
that would
also
be his
say no officer
biggest
was
challenge.
present. Improper or
Dave,
missing signage.
Mhm.
Camera
Dave,
calibration or reliability issues.
All right,
Defective
all of that
notices.
stuff that you're reading. If you go through Youngstown, any school zone, like you say, it's posted, and there isn't a cop sitting there. It just these are camera tickets like they do in Girard. It's the same thing.
You don't know if there's not a cop sitting there. Many times.
I do know. I go there all the time down
Okay.
Kirk Road.
Okay. You don't know if a police officer is there in a car.
I got eyes.
Ron
Well,
knows.
they're not that good.
David, Ron knows. It's like Bo Jackson. Bo knows. Ron knows.
Do we have any other calls, Ron?
I don't know if I want to take any now.
Why?
Wait, for the first time in the history.
You've offended him.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of hurt. You know, I mean, you can't take out the fact that you've lost this huge sum of money on me, Dave.
I'm not taking it out on you. I'm a grown.
feel as
I'm a
though you
grown.
He's a grown man.
I knew what I was doing. There are times when I've walked out with a lot more than that. Winnings.
Oh my God.
Really?
Yeah. Yep.
So the Brian Kopp strategy actually works for you.
When Brian's with me. He's like Rain Man.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my!
Unless Brian's next
There's
to
a
me.
compliment.
Unless
There's a
Brian's
nice
next to me, like he'll tell me to stop, the shoe's going bad, reshuffle. Like Brian has all these tricks. I'm just there like a dummy.
Does he count cards?
No.
So
It's
he-
really
so he
hard to
tells
count
you-
into a
Six
six
deck shoe.
Six deck shoe, yeah.
That's very valid. Very valid.
But he helped you win all the money. Then he helped you lose all the money.
No, he wasn't with me this last time.
So there's a common factor.
The common denominator is when Brian's with me, I win. When Brian is not with me, I lose.
So it's kind of like trial. When Frank is with you, you win.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Wow.
How's that taste today?
Wow.
On a
I'm
Thursday
just
evening.
kidding. I'm just
Jeez. Oh
kidding.
my God.
I love you, Dave.
I never thought of it that way, but that's an excellent observation.
Thank you.
I was joking.
You know what we call
He's
Brian
gonna-
and Frank, don't you?
What's
Brian.
that?
We call them Fryan. Because they're so much alike, it's unbelievable.
I disagree with you.
I
don't think they're alike.
There they are. They're short in stature.
Okay,
They
they're
have
short. I'll give you
very
that.
low body fat.
Okay, give you that.
Frank has an 8-pack. Brian has a 6-pack. I have a keg. Okay. They
But
work out like
personality
crazy.
wise, they are opposite.
No. I happen to. I've tried cases with both of them. They're very similar in how they do stuff. Like,
Really?
yeah, when I tried that murder case with Brian, he would go, "You can't mess up this desk." Okay.
Oh, Frank does the same thing. He's like, Tally, clean up the
Yeah,
desk.
none of us like messy desks in trial.
I don't either. You know, Frank gave me so he taught me this like trial trick and he's like, here, eat this. And I was like, what is this? It was the nastiest cough drop I've ever tasted in my life. And he was like, well, you eat it before openings and closings so you don't get like thirsty. Dry mouth, yeah. And I forget what they're called, but I literally spit it out and I was like, Frank, I'm not
You
doing
should have
that
to get a
ever again.
lifesaver.
Yeah.
I always bring a bag of white lifesavers.
I have white lifesavers in my bag.
I have icebreakers and then Jolly Ranchers because I'm a child.
White lifesavers.
Man, that case in
Wasn't that
Columbiana
interesting?
County hurt. Ooh.
Okay.
Well, Frank was with
All
us
right.
with that one too, so
Yeah,
it's okay.
that hurt, Tally.
That one did hurt. I was there. I was so
I mean,
sad.
we had solid evidence.
We did. I was third
Prosecutor
chair.
told them we were trying to distract the jury with forensic evidence.
How dare us?
How dare us use science?
There you go. All right. You're on the air with our attorneys. Hello, caller. You're on the air. Hello.
Ron, I have a question specifically for Attorney Beatrice.
Yes,
I know in years past he has been appointed special prosecutor to prosecute public corruption.
Right.
So he's been on both the defense side and the prosecution side.
Yeah.
And this question isn't a personal question. It's a question about the courts. So about 6 weeks ago, there was a murder trial. And the prosecutor entered into a plea bargain agreement with another defendant. The defendant got on the stand and did not testify the way the prosecutor thought. So the judge determined that was a mistrial. And my question is, why would it be a mistrial? And why wouldn't the defense attorneys object to that, to tear into this witness, to kind of prove this is the guilty guy, not our client? And
Well,
it's
Frank and I, it's funny you asked that because Frank and I were talking about this very thing. I don't know. I'd have to research whether the judge has the power when a witness turns sour on you to grant a mistrial, sua sponte, in other words, on his own. Okay. And they didn't object to it. And they wound up winning the case. It was a very risky move. I would have fought the mistrial. I would have fought it like crazy. And I'd have said, nope, you put that witness.
Didn't the witness take 5?
Yeah. Witness took the Fifth Amendment. So I had a case where their main witness is on the witness stand. The only witness that could put my client at the scene. And I'm trying it with Anthony Maranto. He had the co-defendant. And Anthony got to ask the famous, I've never gotten to ask this question. Were you lying to the police that night or are you lying to the jury now? And the guy leaned into the microphone and said some profanities, some really bad profanities.
Directed to Tony?
Tony, yeah. He was telling him to do something with his
That
mouth.
would be physically impossible.
And I looked over at my client. I said, "What did he say?" And Tony said, "What did he say?" And the guy repeated it.
You
And-
didn't ask for a readback?
Well, then I knew my client. I'm like, I'm golden now, right? So we go up to have a thing, and I said, I can't even say what I said to the judge. The judge got mad at me. He goes, "Don't mess with me right now, Beatrice. I'm in no mood. We got to figure this out." I said, "We ain't got to figure nothing out. Let's go.
Keep it
Keep
going.
it going." Right?
Call your next witness.
Call your next witness. And so then the prosecutor comes up to me and she goes, "You know that 5 years you wanted prior to trial? I'll offer that now." I go, "I bet you will. But no, we're going to verdict." So I wound up cutting a deal. They dismissed my charges with prejudice. And she testified against the co-defendant.
Wow.
There is no honor among thieves. I could tell you something.
No, there's none.
Everyone turns on everyone. This
So
omerta, there's no omerta. The omerta goes away when the government says, "We're going to lock you up for your life.
Yeah.
But if you tell us everything you did, we'll let you out in 5 years." Guess what? You are singing like a canary.
And you're up there calling him a rat.
Yeah.
Right. So in this guy's question, he's asking, you're asking what, caller? Why didn't the
Yeah.
defense attorney
Yeah.
say, we're done?
Yeah, I think
I wasn't in the courtroom, but I heard
gambled.
that the defense lawyers didn't have an objection to it. I would have been vociferously objecting. And I don't know if the
That's what I thought.
judge, I don't know if the judge on his own, I'd have to research it. If someone takes the Fifth Amendment, the judge goes, "Oh, that's a mistrial." No, that's their case. That's
Yeah,
their witness.
That's their witness.
Okay. Sorry, the case is falling apart. You know, judges feel they always got to come to the rescue of the prosecutor. I mean, that's really how a lot of judges feel. There's a couple judges on our bench that really level the playing field. Like they're equally harsh on both. And there are some judges in the southern counties where they have a 100% conviction rate. Not even the federal government has a 100% conviction rate.
They have a high conviction rate, but they don't have 100%.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Okay, if I can just follow up with some speculation then. So the defendant was acquitted.
Right.
He's done. So
Right.
now where is the prosecutor in prosecuting the so-called other defendant that they thought they had a plea bargain with?
Well, he breached the plea bargain.
Yeah.
And so now they can prosecute him. The agreement,
but
I
your
guarantee you,
defense
laid out
attorney-
that this is what will happen to you if you testify. But he didn't testify. He took the Fifth Amendment. Okay. And I just did a TikTok on this. The government can actually force you to testify and take away your Fifth Amendment right. Did you know that, Ron?
What?
Yeah.
Say that to me again.
The government can force you to testify.
So the government, I can waive a constitutional right.
No, they could say to the judge,
They can waive it on my behalf, is
They-
what you're telling me.
Here's what can happen. If the prosecution needs you real bad, they can give you transactional immunity,
Yeah.
which means anything you say on that witness stand cannot be used against you. Then there's the Katzinger standard, which is nothing you say on the stand or nothing they used from it can be used. You could still be prosecuted if they can independently show that they found this evidence without anything the
Outside
defendant
of it.
provided.
Yeah.
If the defendant does not testify, he's found in contempt of court and he's thrown in jail until the trial's over.
Speaking of federal, how many federal acquittals do you have?
3.
Not a lot of people can say that.
Nope. My fastest acquittal was in federal court, Ron. My client fainted. He fainted.
David fainted first. Is what he's not telling you.
I mean, I was with Justin and we went over to get a drink because the jury had gone out. So we walked from the federal courthouse over to the, what's that high-end restaurant over there? The Six.
Red Morton's?
No, Leo, the hotel, the high-end hotel in that mall.
Oh, at Ritz-Carlton.
Ritz-Carlton. We walk from the federal courthouse to the Ritz-Carlton. We ordered two drinks. We're sipping the drinks. All of a sudden we get a call. Jury's back. Yo, oh my God. It wasn't even 40 minutes.
It's the fastest conviction.
Fastest, and they brought my guy in and he goes, "What do you think?" Wow. Well, I'd have to check that out.
It's true.
Leo was showing me something on AI, but you have to check everything AI has. So they brought our client up, and he was incarcerated. And he goes, what's this look like? I go, listen, when a jury comes back this fast, it's never good for the defendant. Okay? So it is real drama, Ron. I got to tell you, that moment, and when you're in federal court, it's cavernous. I mean,
There's nothing more intimidating than a federal court.
oh,
room.
yeah. When they say don't make a federal case out of it, they say that for a reason.
Yeah.
So you're in this huge courtroom, and the courtroom deputy, Madam Floor Lady, have you reached a verdict? Yes, we have. Would you hand the verdict to the courtroom deputy? Courtroom deputy goes over and grabs the verdict form, gives it to the judge, and he's just sitting there looking at it. And you're like, come on, man, come on. Because we, the jury, duly impaneled, find him not guilty. My client fainted. He fainted. They had to call the EMTs to come up. He fainted. He did.
That is,
I mean-
but there is nothing more intimidating
Oh.
that when, at least in the middle district in Florida, you get it to that podium
Oh,
and the judge is way back there.
oh yeah. And you're not allowed to leave that podium. Like every case I've tried.
I asked for permission twice to leave the podium to hand the deputy an exhibit. Like
No,
a
now-
month ago,
now-
petrified me.
Now in federal court, you have to have all your exhibits pre-marked. You have to load them up onto the thing, and then Your Honor, I'd like to show the witness exhibit 21, and they show the. May I publish it to the jury? No more going to the bench or anything like that. You have to stay within an arm's length of that podium. In that trial, I got about 6 feet away from the podium one time, questioning a ATF officer, and the judge kept mispronouncing my name. He goes, "Mr. Betris, get back to the podium." So I went back to the podium and put back in jail. But I learned some amazing things in that case. Do you know how the federal government determines whether something's a firearm or not, Ron?
No.
There are 5 guys in West Virginia. The federal government sends it there, and if those 5 guys say it's a firearm, then it's a firearm. That's it.
Huh?
Yeah, that's how they determine if something's a firearm.
Like right out of Silence of the Lambs.
Hey,
Is
I'm
what you're
telling
telling
you,
me.
it's 5 guys. Okay, they say, yeah, that's a firearm, or that's this, or that's this. So our guy said he was producing muzzle brakes. The government said they were silencers. And we hired a guy out of Michigan who, I mean, he just took over the courtroom. He looked at the judge when he was on the witness stand. And they had all 98 of these muzzle brakes on the prosecution table. It looked like something out of Star Wars, really. And he grabbed one of them and he goes, "This, ladies and gentlemen, is the finest piece of machinery I've ever seen made in my life." I'm like, this guy's going rogue on us. He's going rogue on us. And he did a test and it cut down the brake 90%.
So is there a testing what becomes a brake and a silencer? Is a certain percentage become
So
a silencer?
these guys in the ATF, they just said that's a silencer. They never tested it. The law is, it's from Sig Sauer, I forget the name, that if it has 2 uses, then it can't be considered a firearm.
So what's the second use in your
It was a
case?
muzzle brake.
Okay.
And that, therefore, the law, none of us caught it, but it was right there in the jury instructions, and none of us paid attention. But the jury instructions clearly said, if this firearm has more than 1 use, then you must find the defendant not guilty.
So if it's a muzzle brake and a silencer, it's not a silencer?
It's not a firearm.
It's not a firearm.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. A bullet's a firearm under the law. An empty gun's a firearm under the law.
Well, I get the empty gun. I don't get the bullet.
Yeah, the bullet's considered a
The
firearm.
definitional sections of the federal statutes, you
Yeah.
really want your eyes to cross.
I know.
Oh,
I know.
that is a great story, though.
That is a great
That
story.
is a great story.
No, the great story is almost how I almost blew the case. Oh, what a story that is, Ron.
I can't imagine you blowing a case.
I almost blew the
just can't
case.
imagine.
I almost blew the case. As a matter of fact, I was so mad at myself. We got back to the hotel, and Justin had never tried a case. He was a newer lawyer. I go, "You're giving closing tomorrow." He goes, "What do you mean I'm giving closing tomorrow?" I go, "Justin, it doesn't matter. I messed up. I made a bad mistake. Okay? You'd think after all these years practicing law, I wouldn't make a rookie mistake like that, and I did." And so Justin was given close, and I said, "All right, let me hear your close." And then he's up at the podium, and he starts going off script, and I'm going, "This is really bad." Not only did I mess up, But any shot we had, he just messed it up by going off script, and they still found the guy not guilty. It was amazing. It's amazing.
Where were the other two acquittals?
A drug case and a self-defense case.
Self-defense.
Yeah.
Federal court.
In Akron.
What was the charge?
Shooting at a marshal. United States Marshal.
Did you just say a self-defense case shooting at a United States Marshal?
Yes.
Okay.
And I won.
Okay.
Because the guy may have lied on the witness stand.
Oh, that'll help.
Okay. They boxed him in. They didn't have the lights on. My guy thought these marshals were out executing warrants. Okay. And they had a picture of a guy, and it looked like a Polaroid picture of my client. So they're looking at my client, and my client's looking at them. My client has no record, right? They're looking at him, and he's looking at them, and my guy thinks that they think he's a drug dealer, and they're going to rob him. So they start following him. Then they box him in, and they get out with guns drawn. They start firing at my guy. My guy starts firing at them. He goes up over a berm. There were 15 shots fired. Not one person got hit with a bullet. There were bullet holes all over both cars. Okay, 15 shots. No one got shot but the car. Then they went on a high-speed chase, and when they caught him, they may have beat him up a little bit. Okay,
Just a little.
just a little. And he said on the witness stand, "No, I never did that to your client." Okay, and then I got his booking photo and I showed it to the jury, and the jury's like, "Yeah, no, you punched him in the face. That wasn't for the car."
A few times.
And if he'd have just said, "Look, my adrenaline was going up. I was in a high-speed chase. I just got shot at.
Yeah.
I was angry. Yeah, I shouldn't have manhandled him like that." But he didn't say that, and that's what won the case for us, because it came down to credibility.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting. Ron, you didn't know David was going to tell war stories today, huh?
I love war stories from David. Let's take a call. You're on the air with the attorneys tonight. Hello.
Hi. If I'm at a business, and actually I'm an employee of that business, and my car, which I'm renting or leasing, gets keyed, is the owner of that business responsible? There were cameras in the back but not working.
Wait a minute. Say this again. What did she say?
Something keyed.
Okay.
Go ahead. Caller, start over.
Okay. I'm an employee of a business.
Yeah.
Okay. And we were told to park the cars in the back so the customers could park in the front. Now there's cameras in the front where the customers park, that part of the building.
Uh-huh.
And but the cameras in the back, 2 of them were not working. So my car gets keyed. Who's responsible for that?
Generally, a landowner is not responsible for the tortious or malicious criminal acts of anyone on their property, unless they knew or should have known that could have happened.
You only see that in cases where you see a convenience store that's been robbed 20 times, then all of a sudden they have no security still, and somebody gets killed outside.
Yeah.
That's when you see those scenarios. But yeah,
Now, if cars were getting keyed in the back and your employer knew it, okay, you could probably make a claim, but then you're going to get fired.
Yeah, so you're between a rock and a hard place, and you can't claim it. Like the insurance doesn't cover if you have damage to the car that you're leasing. And it's a $900 damage to, a single mother who's already struggling.
Well, you have insurance on the car, right?
Well, when you're leasing it, it doesn't cover if your car gets keyed.
When you're leasing? You mean you bought the car through a lease?
Yeah, you're leasing it every month.
She has a
You
lease.
don't own it.
Yeah, you
But
have to have insurance
yeah,
on that
you have to
car.
have insurance. Did you turn it over to your auto insurance?
Well, it's not me. It's a relative of mine. But I said to her, shouldn't your insurance from the lease on the car cover it? And she said, no. They don't
Well-
cover keys off.
Did she
Hey,
submit
you
a claim?
You don't know that.
Yeah, have her submit a claim to her
She just
auto
doesn't
insurance.
want to submit it because her insurance is going to go up. Just like my youngest son moved to Georgia, and I got a quote for insurance.
How much?
Okay, $474 until they ran his record.
Yeah, he does not have a good driving record.
It went from $474 for 6 months to $1,000
For 6 months?
Yeah, because he had 3 speeding tickets
Yeah.
in a year and a half.
Just like you getting picked up twice in one day.
I don't think she has that problem, but So you're saying if you have a ticket or something that it's going to go up even more?
Look,
If you submit a claim, your insurance theoretically is going to go up. So, and you're going to have a deductible. So, but still submit it because your deductible is going to be less and your insurance isn't going to go up that much.
Yeah, so it's no part of the owner of the business, even though what if that happened before and they didn't do anything? Or what if they knew the cameras weren't working?
Well, they need to
What if
take
you set cameras
reasonable
if they don't work?
reasonable precautions.
Yeah, how's it his fault if somebody scratches your car?
Well, it might be his fault because he knew the cameras weren't working. If they had cameras working, we would be able
okay, but here's
Cameras
the
aren't going
problem.
to prevent a.
You got to be able
key
to
job.
show. Well, maybe yes, maybe no. I mean, they would know at least who did the
We're
key
going to run
job.
out of time here. Got to make it quick.
Generally, they're not responsible. Even if you sue your employer, he's going to fire you. So tomorrow morning on WFMJ Today, I'm going to cover that hung jury in Summit County of the First Energy CEO. Thanks.
Thank you, Dave. Thank you, guys.
For what?
All right.